Hey, this is your girl Nix, and I'm here sitting here with the fabulous and very handsome Mr. Kent Faulcon. How you doing?
I'm great. Thank you. Thank you for the compliments. I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing even better now.
All right.
All right now. So tell me about the movie My Sister's Keeper.
Keeper.
What made you write this story?
I wanted to do. This was going to be my first feature film, and I kind of wanted a film that had a lot of cinematic elements. But the challenge that I've set for myself is that it had to be justified.
Okay.
I wanted a film that could incorporate, some action, maybe a little romance, a little intrigue, a little bit of family humor. How could I marry all this to work? And in this story of, this mistaken identity and redemption, that just kept flowing with me. And so it finally just gelled into this action drama of Sister's Keeper.
So how long did it take you to write the story?
I thought about it for probably about a good 6-7 months, just working out the story, working out the backstory in my head. And then when I finally sat down, it probably maybe 4 to 5 weeks. I worked pretty fast, and, I get consumed, and I'll sit and I was like, I've written for 13 hours, like, man, my stomach's hurting, my head, what's wrong? It's like, you haven't eaten in 10 hours. That's what's wrong with you, right? So it's about 4 weeks maybe on the script, yeah.
So, okay, not only did you write it,
Right.
but you also directed it. Right. So what was that like, being behind the camera since you're used to being in front of it?
Exactly. Well, I had directed a couple of shorts before this, but this was my first feature in taking it, and was able to handle that role fairly easily, the directing as well as the acting. What the biggest challenge was the producing. That was the biggest, burden to bear, when it's your job. If something breaks down on the set, as the producer, you got to handle that,
Right.
I remember getting a call at 5 a.m. Somebody says, one of the production trucks has a flat. It's like, which one? The one with all the, the wardrobe and the makeup. It's like, and we were supposed to be shooting up at this lake. And I was like, so, you have to handle that. Get the production company trucking on the line, get the makeup woman to get her girls to get the stuff. So you just have to handle. That was the bear. That was the bear, the producing. The acting, directing, we can do that all day long.
So do we expect something new from you coming out soon?
Well, on the acting front, I just finished playing in this movie called 9909, which is it's a horror film coming out in September of '09. We just finished that. I did a Boston Legal, which I think aired right before the holidays. And then on the directing and filmmaking front, as we were winding this down, we finished up our film festival run. It'll be out on DVD later this year. We're starting to gear up to do the next one. Bigger, even better, even more ambitious, and that's what we're going for.
Yeah, I saw that you won Audience Choice at the Hollywood Black Film Festival. That had to be exciting.
That was our premiere. We premiered in Beverly Hills at the Hollywood Black Film Festival. Sold out crowd, 400 plus, and it was just raw. They got the movie, they just really got it, and it was a great night. And from there, we got invited to London. We went to London to screen, and we came back. We ended up doing maybe 11 festivals in about 13 months, from L.A. to New York, Phoenix, Philly, Atlanta. We just had a good run with this thing, a really good run.
Great. Now, and you said it's coming out on DVD later on this year.
Later on this year, that's right. Yeah, I don't know if the release date has actually been set, but it'll be out this year.
That's got to be exciting.
It is. It's good. It's been this was a tough one to do because, I make my living as an actor in front of the camera. So this filmmaking thing is almost like a part-time job that you have to fit in. So if I'm on, NCIS set for 12 hours, then I got to come home, try to live my life and get notes from the editor and the composer to see what they're doing to keep this thing going. It took a minute, to make that happen,
I'm sure it did.
Yeah.
Well, that makes the next one a lot easier.
It does. A lot of the things are in place, and when you're trying to put together a project and building the infrastructure and building the relationships, once you have that set, I don't need to find the graphics artist guy. I got a great graphic artist. He does great work. So that's not another challenge that I'll have to overcome as we move into the next thing.
So are you thinking about shooting your next one here in North Carolina?
In fact, we were originally going to shoot this one here.
Okay.
I really wanted to come back home and shoot a film, but we just could not make it work with, the budgets and certain logistics. It just wouldn't lend itself to us being able to do it. So we ended up having to shoot it in L.A. I think it's great. I think we've done a good job disguising it, and you don't think that's L.A. when you watch this movie.
Okay. But you are a North Carolinian.
North Carolina, and right here in Raleigh. Went to Enloe High School. When I was in high school, I starred on a TV show that we shot out of the WRAL studios called Sparks. It was a Saturday morning show. I played a teenage time traveler, and I did that for 4 years. And they ran that thing forever. It's like I was even off in college. I'd come home, I was like, that thing is still on? It's like watching your high school yearbook every Saturday morning, just coming by like, wow, I used to wear my hair like that, didn't I, you know?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and so, this was a great place to call home. They nurtured me, gave me the confidence to go out and conquer the world. I was teaching somebody, it's like, I had such a blessing and encouragement here. I didn't have that, yes, I can. It was, of course I will. You going to Hollywood? Of course. I'm going to be all right.
Did you have a choice? Of course not.
We're going to go do this thing. What's the big deal? Come on, let's go. So, I was really blessed. Really blessed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're so proud of another North Carolina making it big in
right.
Hollywood.
All right. Well, look out for it. Sister's Keeper. It's been a great ride for us. I hope the people will get it and watch it and enjoy.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Nick.
All right. You all stay tuned.